Hey guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Sam. I make wife over meta content, and in today's video, we're actually be talking who you should pull for between Childe and Venti, because I know a lot of y'all are free to play or low budget players. You don't have that many primo gems, and especially if you just wished on Hu Tao, you really don't have that much of a freaking budget right now. And you might think Sam, there's no waifu in this freaking video, but according to a lot of people, Venti is a waifu for many reasons that I cannot comprehend. And also you got my boy Childe, which is probably one of the few husbandos that I approve of. I mean, he is my profile picture and I have used him before. I think I have a good perspective on who you should pull for because both of them I have them at C0. And before we start, I just want to say that I do stream on YouTube quite often. If you want to check me out, we do have some wife over meta supremacy fun there, and I do have a Twitch channel, so you can go ahead and follow me there, please, so we can freaking scam more people from Twitch and bring them over to the wife over meta supremacy stream. Anyways, enough about me, let's get started. So I want to talk about Venti first. Venti's probably one of the most free to play friendly characters there is out of all the 5 stars. You really do not need to build much around him. In my build, I freaking gave him the Favonius Warbow, which you can get free to play. His artifacts, you don't even have to go for anything hard. All you really need is just a 4-piece iridescent. It doesn't even matter the stats. They can be freaking 4 stars for all I care. The only thing that I gave him was just an energy recharge sans piece, just so I can try to have his uptime as much as possible. I haven't even leveled his talents since, what, 5 months ago? And I've kept him at 60 for the longest time. He does the job just fine at 60. You don't need to build him unless you want to build a main DPS. His burst literally makes his game easy mode, whether you're fighting mobs in open world or whether you're fighting mobs in a Spiral Abyss. If you're really struggling on floor 11, especially if chamber 2 first half, Venti freaking just makes that floor easy mode. He can support any of your main DPSs, especially if you're trying to cause elemental reactions. So if you already have a couple of main DPSs already built and you don't have that many resources, I think Venti is the choice for you, especially if you're struggling with floors that have a bunch of mobs. Venti just provides so much value with his Wind's Grand Ode, and his passive talents basically just makes it where he regenerates 15% energy, and whatever element was infused, he gives that energy to them as well, which means more burst uptime. So let's talk about Childe. Childe is not free to play friendly compared to Venti. You need to have stuff ready for him. You need to have a good weapon ready for him. You need to have some artifacts already farmed for him. You need to put in the resources to level him up. But if you have that ready, it's going to be worth it, because the first thing I want to tell you about Childe is he has access to the high skill percentage burst in the game with his Havoc Obliteration. You can use this in melee or range form and it will still do a lot of damage. And because he's a Hydro character, he's going to be causing a big, huge vaporized damage with minimal setup. With his elemental skill Raging Tide, it does huge amount of damage, especially if enemies are grouped up together. He can freaking destroy them like crazy. The only thing that sucks is the super long cooldown with this character, especially if you're only going to have him C0. That cooldown can really slow your momentum in Spiral Abyss, so you really need a sub DPS to accompany him, so that way that sub DPS can fill in the gap whenever Childe has downtime. If you're looking for a solo carry character, Childe is not it, mainly because of that cooldown. I mean, if you get into C6, then yeah, for sure, easy, because C6 can make it where you can reset the cooldown by using his burst. Now don't get me wrong, I love Childe. Whenever I pulled him, I use him for Spiral Abyss. He helped me so much, but now that Spiral Abyss is getting harder, I haven't really built a good support to help him. But if you have a good support slash sub DPS, like maybe a Ganyu or something else like a Hu Tao, then yeah, you're gonna destroy. And one thing that Childe is good for, unlike Venti, is taking down huge boss enemies with his vaporized burst setup. Another thing I'm gonna tell you is that he is a really fun character to play. His gameplay is so flashy. His Raging Tide is just so awesome. He's just a really aesthetically pleasing character, and it's really satisfying when you get a lot of riptides going off with mob enemies. So TLDR of pros and cons with Childe is he is one of the best burst up DPSs in the game. He has access to vaporize and the highest skill burst potential in the game. If built right, he can destroy anything, especially when there's mobs all grouped up together. Cons is that his cooldown is too long and can really slow your momentum down, and he's kind of a high maintenance character as well. And because his talents need the Shard of the Foul Legacy, if you're building Hu Tao, that can also get in the way as well. And Childe is really not free to play friendly due to the limited amount of bows that are actually useful on him. Venti, super free to play friendly character, makes his game easy mode, destroys mobs, really low maintenance. You don't need to really invest that much into him. One of the cons is that he does struggle with huge single boss enemies such as Primal Visharp or Floor 12 or other enemies like that. But let me know what you think about in the comments. I probably missed something little here and there, but this is pretty much the gist, choosing between Childe and Venti. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you made it to the end, please join our Discord so you can have a chance to win the Battle Pass in the giveaway channel. I love y'all so much. Remember, waifu over meta, and we'll see you in the next video.
一緒に遊ぼうよ。これが運命です。ここだよ。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
燃えろ。みんなは俺が守る。
おい。さよなら。足元に気の。運命の虚栄。
事故った。くらえ。全力こ。
影のカラスが
逃げられるかな。いや、油断した。いや、いや、
私は甘く見な。イオナの特性。風の神の我。
兵器神速。痛いから我慢しろよ。いや、いや、兵器神速。来い。
断罪の名において。飲みすぎだよ。剣に近い。
痛いから我慢しろよ。
部外者禁止。元王帝君のために。部外者禁止。ついていきます。
いや、
よっ。風だ。
全力攻撃。
運命よ、ここにいでよ。よっよっ。行こう。ここだよ。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
よし、出発だ。燃えろ。
お？運命よ、ここにいでよ。運命の虚栄。おい、はっよっ。おい。姿を見。
いや、痛いから我慢しろよ。ほっ、へっ、はあ、兵器神速。へっ、はっ。
黒き翼よ、昼夜を切り裂きなさ。
へっ、へっ、またか。
飲みすぎだよ。断罪の。
はっ、 拳を逃げられるかな。
この程度の傷もんと
いや兵器神速。隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だ。兵器神速。逃げられるかな。いやいやはっ
この仕事は排除するべきです。
痛いから我慢しろよ。
風よわついてここだよ。運命よ風だ。
全力攻撃。
断罪の名において
またいや行くぞ。兵器神速。
反省しなさい。
夜の源源。
私は甘く捕まえたきゃ。
狂乱怒涛。兵器神速。はっ痛いから我慢しろよ。
断罪の名。私は甘く見ないで。捕まえたにゃ。夜の権限飲みすぎだよ。目が開けられない。
はっいやほっ兵器神速。夜の源源。はっ
姿を見せよオーズ。
この仕事は排除するべきです。
攻守決心。
痛いから我慢しろよ。
おさわり禁止。
私を甘く見ないで。
風よ、私に応えるのだ。
リオナの特製ドリンクじゃ。
油断した。いやふんたいやはっはっ逃げはっいやはっはっふんた隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だ。はっ